So this is Amazon's first attempt to dethrone Apple's coveted AirPods. They are a bit cheaper than AirPods and about half the price of the new AirPods Pro, but how can they compare to that iconic Apple approach to design and convenience? Let's just say, I'm impressed. Hi there, I am Titus, we talk tech around here, and today we're checking out the new Echo Buds and how they compare to the competition. I'm tempted to call these budget earbuds, but it's tough to say that at $129. But for the features that you're getting, let's just call them a solid bang for the buck. In the box, you get some documentation, some rubber tip options, and a micro USB charger. Yep, you heard me right. Micro USB, no USB-C. In 2019. They only come in black, and I actually like the matte design of these. It's a material that won't easily scratch. And these buds are huge. I mean, look at them on my ears. They're enormous. But to my surprise, they are actually fairly comfortable. Not AirPod comfortable, but I could definitely get used to these, and even at the very beginning, I could wear these for several hours without getting too uncomfortable. The buds hook into my ears nearly perfectly and feel really secure. These things aren't going anywhere. With this being Amazon's first whack at earbuds, it's not a bad design at all. It's not the best build quality I've seen though, but it's pretty good for the price. They look and feel pretty nice. They are sort of like an anti-AirPod. It's a cheaper material and it has a nice matte black finish. These also include optional rubber casings in small, medium, and large. Now you don't need to use those, but they help you get a more firm grip in your ears if you're looking for that sort of thing. The setup process is pretty straightforward. I'm on Android and it's all done via their Alexa app. The app auto-magically senses the Echo Buds, and in just a few taps, you're good to go. The case is a decent bit larger than AirPods, and I know that's gonna put some people off, but they still fit easily into my pockets without too much trouble. Amazon claims up to 5 hours of charge on the buds while they're in your ears, and the case apparently can charge them up to 20 hours, which both of these claims seem about right in my testing. And that's comparable to AirPods 2 and AirPods Pro. They're both around that range. The Echo Buds are IPX4 water resistance, which is great if you want to take them to the gym and don't want to worry about getting them wet. In terms of audio quality, Amazon partnered with Bose on these, which, by the way, bravo Amazon, good call. As a result, I actually really like the sound quality here. It's a really nice balanced sound. Everything is crisp and clear. It's certainly comparable to the best on the market. And keep in mind, you can adjust the sound signature EQ in the Alexa app. If you want to say boost the bass a bunch, you can do that and get a little extra boom. Compared to AirPods and AirPods Pro, I think I would put the Echo Buds maybe slightly bit above the regular AirPods in quality. But AirPods Pro just have a little bit more of a crispness to their sound, but again, it's definitely comparable. It's a really tough call. I'm sure some people with more astute ears than mine might be able to give some better guidance here, but again, to my normal ears, they all three sound pretty darn good and within range of each other in terms of quality. But also what's special here is the noise canceling. This is pretty huge. This is something a bit new in wireless earbuds, especially considering that these are just $129. To me, I love noise canceling in headphones. I just want to seal out the world around me when I'm listening to something. And that's what I don't love about traditional AirPods. They just kind of bleed in outside noise too much. And if you're in like a loud environment, you really have to crank the sound up to drown out the other sound around you, and I imagine that's pretty terrible for your hearing. I just love a quiet, blocked out atmosphere when I'm listening to something, and these Echo Buds deliver. Don't get me wrong though, I can still hear the environment around me when I'm using them, but it is just muffled quite a bit. I've tested these in my bathroom with the fan on to simulate being on an airplane, and it actually does a really good job of bringing down that fan noise to a whimper. I did this test with the AirPods Pro as well, and both of these are pretty impressive in this test. Now with that test inside the bathroom where it was the loudest, the Echo Buds actually seem to do a slightly better job blocking out noise than AirPods Pro. But I don't know if it's because of the noise cancellation though. I think it might have a little bit more to do with the fact that they go a little more snug into your ears than AirPods Pro. After that test, I went into my hallway right outside the bathroom with the fan still running, so the sound was a little more into the distance. And in that test, they both did a fantastic job of blocking out the noise almost completely. But what I noticed is it seems like the Echo Buds have a mild white noise that runs while you're using noise reduction. Whereas AirPods Pro, it's completely quiet with basically no white noise whatsoever. It's hard to crown a winner here, but for noise reduction, it just seems like the Echo Buds are a little bit better in very loud environments, and the AirPods Pro are better when it's moderately noisy environments. I talked more about the noise cancellation in AirPods Pro in my AirPods Pro video, and I also explored how well they work on Android, and you can find that video right there. By default, with the Echo Buds, you can double tap your ears and it will let the audio in from your surroundings. This might be useful if you want to like eavesdrop on somebody on the subway, but you don't want them to know you can hear them loud and clear. Or maybe like if you're running and you want to not get hit by a car. At this point, I don't want earbuds without noise cancellation, but I would love to hear what you think about that particular feature below. One thing I did not expect at all, and it's pretty interesting, these buds actually support the Google Assistant if you're on Android. You think they'd wall that off and just allow the Alexa assistant, but no, you can just double tap and there's the Google Assistant right there. But also by default, you can say the Alexa trigger to ask a question or make a phone call or whatever. Now, I don't see a way to change it to control the Google Assistant by voice instead, but it's made by Amazon, so I feel like this is a pretty decent compromise. And apparently they also support Siri if you're on iPhone, but since I don't have an iPhone, I didn't get to test that. And the mics on these are actually pretty good. I wasn't optimistic about this because typically in wireless earbuds, the mics are so far from your mouth, it really hurts call quality. I'm used to getting questions like, why are you talking to me on speakerphone with like your phone in like another room? Not with the Echo Buds though. Oh, and a cool idea they borrowed right from AirPods themselves. If you take out an earbud, it pauses whatever you're listening to. But I will note, I had a bit of a hit or miss experience with this feature. Like with YouTube, it seemed to work perfectly, where it pauses and starts as expected. Within using a podcasting app, it's a bit more spotty when I want to try to pause the thing by pulling out the earbuds. Also, in the Alexa app, there are a lot of options for the Echo Buds. You can change the tap settings. Each bud can press and hold to trigger something, or double tap to trigger something. And this is for both earbuds, so you can have up to 4 different actions trigger by tapping or holding your Echo Buds. Like turn on or off noise cancellation, trigger a voice assistant, pause, play music, go back or forward a track. You can even mute the microphone in the app, which if you're concerned with Amazon listening to you all the time, it's a nice option to have. In the app, you can even adjust the pass-through volume, so when you have noise cancellation turned off, you can actually hear your surroundings better or worse. You even have an option to set a command that pauses what you're listening to and then also turns on the pass-through. So that's pretty convenient. So if someone's trying to talk to you while you're listening to music, you can just double tap and it will pause the music and then also allow you to hear them better. Oh, and I don't know if you heard, but Apple has a test now on the AirPods Pro where it will magically tell you if you're using the right size earbud on your AirPod. Well, look who decided to join the party, because that feature is also in the Alexa app. I'm not really sure who had this idea first, because I could swear when I first got the Echo Buds, I did not see that test as an option. And then shortly after the AirPods came out, there was. There are some other neat options in the Alexa app for these buds, so be sure to check that out if you pick these up. Now some stuff I don't like, and get ready because I'm about to get a little bit nitpicky. The audio pass-through is a bit grainy and hissy in sound quality, and basically that's where it's using the mics on the earbuds to kind of help you listen to the world around you. So it's letting the audio pass through. It works and it gets the point across, but it just kind of sounds a little grainy. And because of that, I don't keep the pass-through at a high volume, which again, you can adjust in the Alexa app. And as I mentioned earlier, the touch controls are a little bit hit and miss. Most of the time they work as expected though. Also, Amazon, why no single tap options for triggering things like pausing? The buds just give you the option to do a double tap, and I get that you could accidentally trigger things if you had a single tap as an option, but still, why not, give me the option? I'm a big boy. And if they did give you that, would give you 6 total different commands you could trigger by tapping on your Echo Buds. Lastly, and again, this is pretty nitpicky, and a lot of other Bluetooth earbuds don't do this either, but there's no way to change the volume of these. You have to actually pull out your phone and change the volume that way. Now that is a bit of a bummer, but I will also note that AirPods don't give you that option either. But there are a bunch of wired Bluetooth headphones I've seen that have extra buttons for volume. And lastly, there is no wireless charging for the case, unlike AirPods or even Samsung Galaxy Buds. I will note that none of these are deal breakers per se, and some of these could get fixed via software updates in the future. So where do I land on these? At the price, you really can't beat what Amazon is offering here. Voice assistant, noise cancellation, Bose quality, sound. But again, the build quality is a little bit lacking when you compare them side by side with AirPods, and that lack of wireless charging is also a bit of a bummer. Normally when Amazon introduces a new product, they go this route of offering something at a crazy value to get people interested. Like $150 for a 10-inch 1080p tablet that I reviewed right here, by the way. It's a pretty nice tablet. But these Echo Buds aren't a crazy value, they're just a decent value, but not like a no-brainer value. I sort of wish they tried selling these at like $70 because I think that would really get people's attention. But who knows, maybe there just wasn't enough margin with the Bose collaboration, I don't know. At the $129 price point though, do I recommend them? Yeah, actually, if you can get past the shortcomings that I mentioned and $129 isn't too much out of your budget, then I think these are a pretty okay value. But to put things into perspective, if you're holding out AirPods Pros, and the Echo Buds and saying, take your pick, price is no object, then I think I would grab the Echo Buds over the normal AirPods. I just love the noise cancellation feature. At this point, I feel like it's a feature that I don't want to live without. But between the AirPods Pros and the Echo Buds, if price was no object, I'm gonna go AirPods Pro. But they're also like twice the price. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of this video with a like or a dislike, and subscribe because I have more quality tech videos coming up very soon. Like I am checking out the new Nest Wi-Fi. I'm trying to get that video out soon. And I'm also looking at the 2 new small smart home things, the one from Amazon that's the clock, and the new Google one, or the Nest one, I guess, that has better sound. I'm really interested to get those videos out very soon, so subscribe so you don't miss those. Thanks again, I'm Titus, by the way, and I guess I'll see you next time.